happy Vlogmas day 21. I'm losing track of the days. Yes, happy Vlogmas day 21. It is quite late and I am just getting this recording done before I pop off to bed. So I'm going to be quick. It has been quite a day, which we'll get to. But first, mugs. In the opening, you saw this mug. I can't remember whether I used this already, this Vlogmas, or not, because again, the days are blurring. But this is a Grand Bellies Country Cafe mug, and Grand Bellies was a little cafe that we went to on our way to camp this past year. We stopped for lunch and it was so much fun. The kids had a blast. There were like little stuffed people sitting around in the kind of the entryway, and they looked like they were, sitting and having a cup of coffee and enjoying the cafe. And there was one in the corner near an icebox where the little person had a ball of yarn, and she had a tag that said she was Grand Belly or something like that. So the kids posed and took a little picture. If I can find a picture, I know I still have it on a drive somewhere. If I can find it, I will insert it and show it to you. It is the cutest little picture. But I had to have one of these mugs. It's a nice big sturdy mug, and I love these kind of mugs, so I had to get it. And yes, I am drinking coffee at 11 o'clock at night because I'm trying to get all the things done. So that's my mug. For my Advent, my purchased Advent kit this year came from Robin at A Yarn to Die For Design, and the color this way is Hole in My Pocket. Her Advent was Polar Express themed, so this is the hole in his bathrobe pocket. If you've not seen the movie, I won't say too much to give it away, but it's the hole in his pocket, the dark hole, and that's the color of his bathrobe. So very well represented. And I don't have my Advent knit with me. It's out in the living room because I honestly haven't touched it all day. I've not accomplished a thing as far as knitting goes. But I am knitting the Quest wrap by rhyFlower Knits, and I have almost kept up. I'm in section 20 right now, so I have 20 and now 21, so not too far behind, and I will certainly try to get that caught up before the end of our time here for Vlogmas. The other thing, one of the things that I do here, if this is your first time joining, is I roll for the next section of that wrap. The way that the quest pattern works is there's a little story each day, and at the end of the story you roll a dice to determine where in the pattern you go next. So I'm going to take a moment and read the story. Okay, so I have encountered someone who wants me to find and fix a mistake, and if I roll, I find and fix it, and if I roll and win, I find and fix it. If I lose, I don't. And that's probably more than I can tell you, honestly. This is a paid for pattern, but I'm trying to give enough that you guys can kind of come along the journey with me, but not too much to give away the pattern. At the beginning of the pattern, you choose your character, and I am a druid, so I need to roll a 10 or higher to be able to fix the mistake and move forward. Or if I roll less than 10, I lose, and I have to go a longer way around, and so that determines which pattern I go to. So let's see what happens. I rolled a 5. A5. Where did it go? There it is, a 5. So I lost. So that means I have to find a long way around, but that's okay because either way I get to knit. So I will track that so as not to forget it. So that is one of the Advents and the Advent knit. The other Advent that I open is an Advent that was curated for me by my sister Julie, who is my partner in crime here on the channel. And I got from her a beautiful purpley yarn, and how appropriate because I'm wearing purple today. So yeah, I got another beautiful purpley. It's kind of a soft dark purple, if that makes sense. Just a lovely purple, and it goes with all of the other things in the Advent, and I cannot wait to get doing something with that Advent. I still haven't determined what I'm going to do with it, so give me some ideas of DK way Advent knitting, please. And then I also got a lovely stitch marker from Julie, and I will show you that. Beautiful, very classic simple stitch marker, which I appreciate and love. And it's got that kind of that sparkly bead, like the red one that's on my Advent knit. So beautiful. Thank you, sis. And I forgot to mention in Robin's kit, there was the last little extra gift, was this cute little tin that makes a perfect container to put in your notions bag with all of your little notions. So that is wonderful. Thank you, Robin. So, oh, other knitting. This is why I got no Advent knitting done. I was able to finish and assemble Dylan's cat for her birthday. And there he is. He doesn't have his face on yet, but there he is. So he's got this cute little, really soft, scrumptious body. Here's his little ears and his head. He'll have a little face. There's a muzzle that goes here, and then some eyes. And then you embroider little paw prints on his feet. He's got this little brown, soft underbelly. And the cute little tail. The tail is quite a bit different color. And his ears are as well. It couldn't be helped. It was the only kind of this yarn that I had to complete him. It couldn't be helped, but I think he's super, super cute and soft and cuddly. And he just looks adorable sitting like this in a chair. I mean, he's a little cat. I love him. So I've got to tuck him away where Dylan can't find him until I can put his face on, which was the plan tomorrow, but things change. So here's my day. Most of the day was spent in the car on the road. I got a phone call in the morning from Samantha, and Dylan has been ill for a couple of days. She's been running a high temperature, and her temperatures continues to spike in the evening. And then Lincoln started running a temperature, and Mama started feeling nauseous and getting sick. So we did test, and nobody has COVID. So there's obviously a bad bug going around. Kayla has had a gastrointestinal bug for like 3 days now. So because Samantha could not get Dylan's temperature under control, we took her to walk-in care to see what was going on. And she has a terrible urinary tract infection. So got her on antibiotics and things, and got her home, and yeah, so the poor little bugger is uncomfortable, and we spent most of the day sitting in a car at walk-in care. That is where I'd finished most of the cat, and then I put the cat together when I got home. So that's why not much knitting got done. because Dylan has run a fever in the last 24 hours, she cannot go to school. And the schools around here have had a lot of trouble with some pretty bad flu bugs and respiratory virus. So they're definitely being very cautious about kids going to school, which is much appreciated. She is not going to be going to school tomorrow, and she will be accompanying me for the day. Kayla has to work in Blue Hill for just a few hours in the morning, so the plan was that I would go to Blue Hill with Kayla, take Kayla to Blue Hill, and then find a coffee shop and sit and knit in a coffee shop until Kayla was done. But with Miss Dillon with me and being sick, that's probably not going to happen. So we're going to scamper down and have Kayla do what she needs to do and then scamper home. So I'm going to be on the road. Blue Hill is about 35 minute drive from here. So yeah, we'll be on the road for a little bit, and I will get some advent knitting done in the car. There's a couple of errands that I'm going to run while I'm there. Ellsworth is not far from Blue Hill, so I'm going to go to Ellsworth and do some errands that I can do in the area to spend some time. So that's the plan for tomorrow. The movie was Scrooge, and I had written on the card 1951. I could not find the 1951 version of Scrooge. However, I did find one from 1935, which is touted to be the very first Christmas Carol movie rendition, and arguably one of the best, I guess, is what the credits or the description said. So I watched the 1935 version. It was unfortunately not the original black and white. It was Technicolor, you know, they'd filled in the color. But it was still, I mean, obviously it's still a very good movie regardless, but there's just something about the original black and white that I like. But it was really good. It was only about a 62-minute movie, which was nice because I was so tired. So I did watch that. That was the one from the 19th. And then the one for last night was The Holiday. And that is a rom-com that I do really, really like. I'm usually not big on rom-coms. There's a few that I really like. Let's see. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. 50 First Dates, that's a good rom-com. 27 Dresses. A lot of numbers in these. But I really do like The Holiday. It is in my opinion, a classic Christmas rom-com movie, and I do really enjoy it. I mean, just the whole thought of swapping houses with somebody in another country and living their life for a few months is just so intriguing. And then to fall in love when you do it. Absolutely lovely. Although I think I would like to be Cameron Diaz in that movie because An English Cottage and Jude Law. You know? Enough said. So that was the movies and the advents and the day and the mug and all the things. So I'm going to sign off because it is almost 11:30 and I need to get up very early in the morning to take a long ride with a sick child. 2 sick children. A 31-year-old sick child and a 6-year-old sick child. Poor baby. Her birthday is on Friday. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Bye.